What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the X Games, brought to you by Wendy's. I'm Brandon Graham, and sitting alongside me, my partner Craig.
Whoa! Hold on a second there. It's the wrong script.
Sorry, bud. Welcome back to STEEPCAST. This is episode 4.
It's the X Games episode. That was weird. Hey, Mitch, how did you get their script and our script mixed up? No, how did you get their script?
I don't really want to talk about that part. I can just tell you I've been watching a lot of the X Games this weekend.
Okay, buddy. I'm a little worried about you. In terms of steep news this week, the World Tour has ended, and the winners are... Well, we really don't know who the winners are yet, but we'll be sure to post the winners below once they are announced.
If not, we'll get to them next week too. We'll post them at some point. There's also nothing new with the season. 14 officially came to its end on January 28th, and we have yet to have an announcement on season 15 yet. So, let's jump into the Reddit Roundup.
Yeehaw. Our first post this week is from Nate Hotshot. Thanks, Nate, for letting us use this post. And you just gotta love this game and the people you encounter playing it. Well, I'll say, 3 dinosaurs bombing down the mountain all together. What a ridiculous scene.
Winterfest coming back to haunt ya.
Oh, God.
Next up, we've got a balloon jump from Gecko Guy 567. He jumps off the hot air balloon, throws in a ton of spins, and he sticks the landing.
I'm dizzy. Our next post comes to us from Sentient Sloth. I love that name. This one was taken in one of the parks in Asia, and I just absolutely love the perspective on this. It makes those cars just look like little Hot Wheels sitting in the snow. It's wonderful. That's awesome.
We got a photo from Striker994 of some huge air. Looks very close to one of my favorite jumps in the game. But is a sweet shot of him holding a cross grab in the sky with the sun setting behind him.
And last but not least, we have a post from JBox65, to infinity and beyond! Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen. As always, thank you to everyone who allowed us to use their videos in this week's STEEPCAST. Now, Mitch, let's dig into some X Games.
With X Games 2020 wrapping up on Sunday, I thought it would be fun to cover a lot of the highlights and some of the cool things that went on during the games itself. So while we talk about this, you can check out some of our favorite clips playing in the background. I'll also link to an X Games highlight reel down below.
Yeah, so this year's main events switched to a jam session style of run, which have just been incredible, and all of the runs coming out of this competition have just been phenomenal. We're talking super pipe, slope style, big air, knuckle huck. All of it has switched to this brand new jam session format. Mitch, can you explain what the hell that means?
Well, previously in the X Games, most of these events would be judged out of a score of 100. So Sean White way back got one of the first perfect 100s in super pipe. One of the issues people had with that is all of the people competing would just try to get the biggest flips and the most spins on every single trick. So, you know, they were starting to push the limits of what could be done, starting to get injured too, and it was just watching everyone do the same jump at once. So what they decided to do this year was, instead of take your best score out of your 3 runs, they gave everyone 30 minutes total as a group, and you got to all get the same number of runs, so either 2 or 3, but it was your overall impression. And what they called it was like a live ranking. So if you were in second place, then the next person went, they were in third, but the next person could jump above you and push everyone back down. Now the only way you could drop spots is if someone jumped you in the leaderboard. So it was kind of like, alright, so far he's done the best overall, but then this guy pulled off a crazy run, and we think that was better, so we're going to give him some points. So what you saw was a lot of variety in every single run from people. and a lot of what you wouldn't typically call hard tricks, but just some really awesome looking ones.
Yeah, the competitors were really getting steezy this year, and I really like this new format. It just brings the energy of what snowboarding and skiing used to be back onto the mountain. It's no longer just about the technicality of how many flips can you do with a difficult grab to get the most points. It's just go out there, do what you love, and make it look sexy. I love this. This is what snowboarding and skiing should always be.
It was great too to see the variety of the people competing, because you would usually have the young 16 to 18-year-olds that could pull off massive 1800s, and they would win because they hit that. This year you had some of the original snowboarders like Danny Davis competing in the super pipe, and I don't think he did more than a 540 on any jump, but he just looked awesome, and it reminded you of that old style of riding, and it was cool to see them side by side.
So on top of all of the flawless clean runs we also saw some kind of nasty runs, like Fridge here. Did he mean to land that?
This one's hard to tell. They asked him after the run, and he said, I was just improvising, but there's no other reason to go off the spine like that. It's not a jump. No one ever does it, so I think he was at least planning it at some point. He also had some great runs in the knuckle huck, which is what this reminds me of, so maybe he did.
Yeah, utilizing every single part of this mountain this year has just been so enjoyable to watch. If you can't tell, we both loved this format. I can't say it enough.
I mean, the clips may have already shown, but there was the guy who slid down the rail on his back and popped back up.
Yeah.
There was... what was the other one? Oh, he did the first two parts of the rail section with 1 foot out and was doing like kickflips in the air.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. I could never. Broken ankle. Instantly.
Yeah, it's just some real creativity that was popping out of this format, which was so cool to see.
So kudos to everyone at the X Games who decided to bring snowboarding and bring skiing back to its home, where it should just be unfiltered, raw tricks out on this mountain. I cannot wait to see how people react to this throughout the year, and I'm super excited for the X Games 2021. Everything is just going to be kicked up another notch. It can only get crazier from here.
Well, we had no video submissions for week 2 that I can remember.
Whack.
And I know it was only 15 of the 100 views on the episode, so what's with that? Doesn't really matter. But we have a clip to show you anyways from Sense. I think that's how you say it. He submitted this video.
Oh, come on. It's science!
He submitted this video that goes back to our close calls challenge of him skiing through a little cave, hitting a wall bump, and then pulling off our favorite trick, the backflip.
Yeah, we had just finished recording last week's video talking about how much we love a slow backflip when Science posts this video on Reddit, and just hats off to you, man. This one was incredible. We loved it. We were sending it to everyone that we knew. Even if they don't play Steep, they got this video.
The theme for week 4's video challenge will be Steezy's Super Pipe. You can use any half pipe in the game, and if you're questioning what Steezy is, just go back and watch those X Games highlights again from a minute ago.
Yeah, make it dirty.
Why don't you take about 10% off over there, bud?
Make it dirty.
Our winner for our photo contest this week, once again, Jack went home. So check out his suite of 3 photos at one of the dams in the game, where he's standing on it, he's skiing on it, and then he's standing at it from further back.
Wow, insightful. That's poetic. Congratulations, Jack, again. Our theme for week 4, you know what, I'm going to be honest, we went kind of lazy this week. We've been so jacked up on these X Games. We're going to ask for, now, you know what, the theme for the photo contest this week is X Games. Take that as you will. That's the contest. X Games.
Yeah.
Send us a photo.
Yeah, this week when I was watching the X Games, I was thinking, you know what would have been really smart? To have made the X Games contest 2 weeks ago, so then we could have shown them right after the X Games.
Shush.
Yeah, that's alright.
We're not that smart.
We'll do that next year.
Maybe. Alright, so it has been a quick but hopefully enjoyable video this week, and we have a question to get to, but first I'm going to jump back to last week. Jack, your question has been stuck in my head all week. I have no idea what we should do for our first 100 subs.
Hey Jack, I'll send you a stuffed duck if you want. I've got like 500 of them.
Hey Jack.
That's all I got though.
Hey Jack. Mitch is going to send you a duck.
If you want it, just let me know.
Alrighty. So...
You know what? Listen, we promise we'll do something better, maybe a giveaway for 500 subs.
That's pretty smart, Mitch. We can just keep procrastinating. Alright, so anyway, we have one question from Elias this week. Says, thank you guys for putting so much effort into doing this for the community. Really appreciate it. We appreciate you too, Elias. They would like to ask if we think that the Japan camo outfit might make a comeback into the Steep store. It is one of their favorites, and it is one of my favorites too. It'd be wonderful to rock this one again.
Yeah, it was a cool outfit, and I can't predict the future if it's going to come back or not, but I would hope at some point all the uniforms and all the outfits would be available in the store to purchase. I don't see a huge reason why they need to be, like, they can be limited time for a month, but then they should come back a couple months later for good. In my perfect world.
I believe we might have some developers listening in to these videos, so if you guys are hearing us, Elias, myself, Mitch, we would all absolutely love for all of the outfits to come back onto the Steep store in some point or time. And it would be also awesome if you could add a few more color options to some of those more popular ones, like the Japan outfit. Woo! Is that it? Are we done? Did we do it? Wow, that one was short. Well, sorry if you were coming for quality content this week. We are still riding the wave of the X Games. Thanks. Thanks for sticking it out and listening to us ramble for a couple of minutes. We'll be back next week with a more serious STEEPCAST, we promise you. As always, I'm Nick. That's Mitch. We'll see you guys on the slopes. X Games, please don't hate us. Don't take down this video.
Hey X Games, we love you. Let us come do a live show next year.
We'll see you on the slopes.